Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here, and did you guys see that quad feed? I mean, how often and how lucky do you have to be able to get something like that in that game? But what's going on guys? Playing some World War II here again, and let me tell you guys something. First of all, I have to be the most neutral person when it comes to Modern Warfare. Now, there are some things that I criticized that game about, and there were some things that I was happy about. But this is just one of those videos where I have to stop and just be honest with you guys. I was playing last night after I finished the campaign, which by the way, the campaign was really good, which I highly recommend that you guys play. I hopped onto a match of multiplayer, and in that multiplayer game I played on Azir Cave, and it was just like any other match on Azir Cave in the beginning. You know, I started getting some kills, and then I noticed that the playstyles changed. Nothing else changed, right? Except the playstyles changed. People adapted. And isn't that something that we're supposed to do? We're supposed to adapt. And that's exactly what people did. But I didn't want to adapt, and I wanted to play the way that I wanted to play, right? And how do I like playing? That's right, rushing. So that's what I attempted to do. After all, Infinity Ward said that they wanted to, you know, cater to all playstyles. All playstyles. Doesn't that include rushing? So what ended up happening, I went 9-19 in that game, and I posted it on Twitter for everybody to see, for those of you guys who are following me on Twitter. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, I'll leave it up on the screen. Here's my Twitter handle, and it's also down below in the description so you guys could check it out. But man, dude, I was so frustrated in that game because I had a 0.43 KD, something like that. And honestly, I was getting penalized every single time I was moving, trying to rush, trying to play aggressive. I was getting penalized. I've never played any Call of Duty game quite like it, where a game penalizes you for actually moving. And it was the craziest thing, and I was getting so frustrated, guys. You have no idea how high my blood pressure probably was. I didn't measure it or anything, but I'm sure it was probably high. And that is something that you don't want happening playing a video game, which is crazy. So, oh my god, man. I have to be honest with you guys again that I have been pretty neutral with this game. Obviously, I have been critical of the maps. I've been critical of the footstep audio, the fact that they have dead silence, not as a perk. All of those things I've been, critical about. But I've still managed to be neutral. I had some positive things to say about this game, but after having so many frustrating moments, man, I have to tell you guys that this game is just not fun when it doesn't allow you to rush. And although this game is very lobby dependent, meaning that if you get into a lobby that moves, then it allows you to move. If they don't move, then guess what? You're not gonna have a good time. So that's what I meant by lobby dependent. So when you have a lot of games consistently where people are not willing to move, this game, this multiplayer becomes very bad. Very bad for that player who wants to move, who wants to be aggressive, who wants to rush. This is not a good time. This is not fun. And honestly, I haven't said anything really bad about this game up until now. I'm gonna say that this multiplayer is straight trash, okay? I don't think I've been, let me repeat that. I don't think I've been as frustrated with a Call of Duty game as this one currently, as of right now. Because of whatever is going on, whether it's the skill-based matchmaking, the maps, people just playing passive, or just it being lobby dependent, whatever the case is, this current point in time, it is straight garbage. And I rarely say that about games, and I'm pretty good about being reserved and being pretty neutral about the way I feel about Call of Duty games. And I'll even say that I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to games. I don't easily rant about anything, really, if you think about it. But this game has just tipped the breaking point to a point really where I don't know if I'm gonna play. I'm gonna continue to play this game, okay? I still am gonna play this game, but at the same time, I'm not gonna view this game in the same positive light that I have, or the more neutral light that I've been viewing it as. Because there comes a point where things just get way too frustrating for you, and I have to call it like it is. I really do. And this time around, it's just unbearable the way that people play this game, man. It really, really is. It just frustrates you. And I honestly don't even know how I've kept neutral, because there have been a lot of times, and it's not just this time around that I'm experiencing this frustration. It's been happening. But each and every time it does happen, I'm going to say, oh, the next match is going to be better. The next game is going to be better. After this patch, it's going to be better. You know, let's give this game a chance. Stuff like that. And each and every time I have been let down. I've been let down. I know there's a lot of people out there who have been let down, and it's not just me. It's not just me, man. On YouTube, this game has received major backlash, and rightfully so. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but this game is just in its current state as far as the multiplayer goes, because the campaign is great. I haven't played Spec Ops, I'm sure that's great. But the multiplayer currently, until hopefully the overhaul changes something, but currently, this game it's terrible. The multiplayer is really, really bad as far as a rusher goes. I'm sure for campers it's good, but rushers, it's really not.